Hello, I'm Ash, hope you're all doing well. Today we're going to take a look at Project Overpowered. Interesting title for a crafting event with 4 unique vehicles. And in today's video, we're going to be at least taking a brief look, have a bit of a play around with some of the vehicles. The devlog has just popped as of recording this video, and there are 4 rewards, and it starts basically today, and it's another one of those building events that I absolutely attest to. I hate these things with an absolute passion. It's completely RNG, relies on you having to use the marketplace in order to buy items you don't receive, and sometimes you can't get all 4 vehicles in the same sort of setting at the same time. Like past crafting events, sometimes it's been impossible to get all of the vehicles if you are an avid collector. That being said, though, for PlayStation players, you can basically go to the workshop and purchase any items for Golden Eagles. Why can't we do that? Well, we've got to go to the marketplace and spend a bit of money. So, if you're going to spend a bit of money on Guardian Entertainment, at least buy and save yourself 3% off with my decal link in the description down below. This is the Po 2. It's the Po 2M specifically. It's a rank 1 battle rating 1.0, and it has a bigger propeller, has a curvy nose cone, float, and what appears to be a streamlined body. Very much an upgraded Po 2. Essentially, it's a hidden event premium. Crew 450 silver, expert crew 3000 silver lions, ace crew 220,000/40 GE. Get a multiplier of in realistic battles of 1, and a silver lion of 1.08. Max repair cost of about 132, a maximum of about 280 silver lions, and the damage model is comparatively the most heavy fat whale thing. But I love it. It's absolutely gorgeous. It essentially has less drag, and the elevator has higher sensitivity, which means you can do some funky maneuvers with it, but obviously the bit more engine power and the larger propeller has floats, you know, instead of gears, and it is, well, at rank 4 you do get engine injection, which is mightily helpful towards a small machine that only goes about 130 kilometers, and to top it off you get a wide selection of ordnance. Yep, there is a weapon selector available for the Po 2, and for the float version, you can either get rockets or incendiary bombs, or, you know, 2, 50 kilogram bombs, or 4 100s. So yeah, there's that. Rear gunner gets access to universal and armored, and there is a quick look at the stat card. So yeah, a pretty funky little machine. Let's go out for a bit of a flight. It's just quite an interesting machine. I think this is going to be the drawing card for a lot of people. You know, I love my Po 2 a lot, and I love any float aircraft possible. I love my HU-51 with floats. This thing is incredibly heavy. I can't wait to see Smiggle Time or some other content creator just do some random stuff with it, because they can. You know, it's got rockets. I'm sure you'll be able to set fuse delays on it and go kill F-14s. Someone's going to do it. And I expect there to be videos up there on the internet at some point in the future. And yeah, that's really all there to be said. I love my float planes. I wish there were more of them in War Thunder. This is a good step in a direction, even if it is a crafting event. That being said, it's probably the drawing card and the best item in this list. Right, let's go check out the Jaguar. Right, this is a unique event vehicle for, I was going to say Italy, but it's for France. And it's a good thing, because, well, France definitely needs more event vehicles in some form, although I'd prefer them to have tech tree vehicles due to the limited amount of things. And you've got 2 pilots. They both have the same amount of controls. It is basically virtually identical to a Jaguar A, and, well, it is a hidden event vehicle. Rank 6, battle rating 10.3 in realistic battles. Its damage model is very much comparative with the Jaguar A. The engines use better armor and has another pilot, and the flight model comparatively with the Jaguar A is about half a meter longer and about 300 kilograms heavier on empty weight. Now the sensors comparative with the Jaguar A, it lacks the AN APR 25 RWR, and, well, everything else about the machine and its weaponry is exactly the same. There isn't really much else to say about this machine, really. I just think it's interesting. Oh, and one last thing, I should show you the other camouflage instead of the PP camouflage. Once it loads here, give it a second, take your time, Guardian Entertainment. There's wonderful blue sort of face with a weird ram at the back and then the words written down the side. So yeah, there's a nice camouflage for this machine. Going for a bit of a test flight, it doesn't get access to missiles in the test flight. I don't know why you can't modify the loadout for test flights. Here's a quick look at the flares going off. Again, similar to Jaguar A, the only difference is you've got 2 pilots, which might make pilot sniping a little bit more intriguing with this machine. Either way, what you have here is just a Jaguar A, and yeah, the DAFAs are incredibly potent machine guns, should I say cannons on this machine. I do love a good bit of Daka. As I said in About Thunder's video about 3.5 hours ago, this is the Overpowered, or I don't even know how you pronounce that. Essentially, it's the same vehicle as, well, the Helgoland, except there's a small HP discrepancies all over the place. One is a bulkhead, a citadel, better armor, blah, 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 blah. Same weapons, and just other modifications. Yeah, it's a ship. It's another dreadnought, and a German dreadnought. So if you like this kind of thing, good for you. Let's move on swiftly, shall we? Right, the CCVL. This is a rank 6 battery 9.7. 7.62mm machine gun and a 105mm gun. This thing is incredibly fast. I love this thing. It reminds me very much of the XM8. Obviously, it is a earlier model or even a progression of. I can't remember in which order. It doesn't necessarily matter. But it's another US light tank. And if you like American light tanks and you like collecting these things, well then, this is for you. If you already have the XM8, I recommend just sticking away from this one. It's so lightly armoured. You know, a breeze will carry it away off to some South American country for them to use in their military. So yeah, maximum upper front plate is 38, then you've got a lower front plate, which is 6.5mm. Yeah, you're not looking at a great deal. There's 24mm the sides, the 6.5mm and the 12mm aluminium plate is the rear, and, well, you've also got a roof which is 25mm, so, you know, a lot of fun. And it does have an ejection port, which is quite nice for a vehicle of this weird shape. But again, she got a back end like no other. What an absolutely dirty motherfucker. Anyway, driver's position dead center, and there is surprisingly, a bit of rolled homogeneous armor between the autoloader and that of the crew, so that's quite interesting. Again, 5 seconds on the reload with the 105. You get 19 rounds right there, and they're on the ready rack, which is quite cool. Modifications, it gets FPE, engine, etc., which you usually are. However, artillery is tier 3. Smoke grenades is tier 4, Gen 1 driver NVDs, and then Gen 1 gunner thermal and Generation 1 commander thermal is tier 3. Does not get the UAV scout right now. That's quite interesting. And top speed, forward 69 kilometers an hour, nice. Gear 6, and maximum speed in backwards is about 14 kilometers an hour. So yeah, pretty cool. Unfortunately, the stock round is nothing to go short by, although the APFSDS has 2 versions of later at rank 3 and rank 4. Again, don't have any comparisons for that one, but, you know, you're up to about 330mm of penetration with those Sabre rounds, so, you know, it would be nice if we could actually select and test drive whether or not what ammunition we were allowed to carry, but I guess if we don't have access to the actual vehicle just yet, then, yeah, it's understandable why. Anyhow, this thing should be pretty fun. As a light tank driver for France, I particularly like mobile vehicles. I don't really have much at top tier America, so this will probably be one for me. Anyhow, the gun does depress up the top of the turret, giving you quite a lot of negative, or sort of say depression there. As the gun comes up out of the top there. I quite like that, and, you know, this machine is definitely an interesting one at that, and I hope to at least play it with maybe some of the other tank content creators. That way I can actually have some decent fun on it. And just for a bit of fun here, why not? Whee! Splash! And there you go. No, it doesn't float. Already tested that already, sadly. But the big arse on the thing, make sure you know where you're facing, as this thing is somewhat of an ugly bastard. So, do let me know in the comments down below what you are going to pick up out of this crafting event. What are you going to grind towards? The event starts today. We have no idea whether they'll change parameters later down the line, so let me know in the comments down below. Otherwise, I do apologise for not making as much content as I normally would around this time of year. Things have been hectic in my personal life, and I've also got a job to go to. It's 3:45 in the morning and I've got to go to work, so, you know, under the pump a little bit. So thank you guys for supporting the channel, and I will see you in the next one. Bye-bye.